Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys are doing well. This is Shave in Solitude and my name is Siraj. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Maggard razor's slant head. This is a handle which I have from a different razor. What you can get from Maggard is this particular slant head. If you have not got a chance to check my review on the Maggard razor heads, my suggestion is take 5 minutes and check it out. I think it will really help you. It's a free video, guys. So I will go ahead, I will put the link over here. But if you have come back after seeing that video, you'll notice one of the things that I always go ahead and I talk about these razor heads is it's phenomenal value for money. I think it's priced very well. I think the only problem that I face with most of the razor heads is when it clamps the blade down, the blade reveal on both the sides is not the same. So what that ends up happening is one side is slightly mild, the other side is not. So when you're shaving, you just need to keep an eye on that. However, having said that, if you just want to, dip your toes into slant razors and you're not ready to actually buy a slant razor, you might be there on their website, shopping for brushes, bowls, soaps, and you can just add this one slant head just to the shopping cart to help you get the free shipping, and that will at least give you a flavor of what a slant razor shaves like. So the reason that I haven't gone ahead and I've loaded up the blade yet is because I want to load the blade with you guys and show you what is it that I do before I go ahead and I start using this razor. So I've got a brand new Visimid blade that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load. Let me open the blade. Alright, we have the blade right here, guys. Let's go ahead and load the razor up. So just like you would load any 3-piece razor, you'll put the top cap in the palm of your hand, and then what I do is I try to, right over here, I try to go ahead and pinch the blade, and then what I'm doing is I'm trying to see the blade reveal before I put the bottom cap on. And as you may be able to see that the blade reveal on the top is slightly more than the blade reveal at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to this. I'm not going to go ahead and I'm going to be okay with that. But I am then going to take the bottom cap. I'm going to put the bottom cap on top. Again, hold both of these together. And then if required, with the top of the nail without the razor head completely closed down, and very, very carefully, I'll slightly move the blade till it shows to be proper. So I'm doing that right now. Okay, this looks to be okay. So now I'm going to hang on to both the top and bottom cap as hard as I can so that the blade does not move, and then I'm going to screw on the handle. Okay, looks about okay, may not be perfect. And what you'll notice is when you have a slant razor, because it is torquing the blade, right? It's twisting it slightly, it's not still straight. So when you look on either side, you will notice that from the top cap, when you're looking at the blade reveal, one side will have a slightly bigger blade reveal than the other because the blade has been twisted. This is normal, okay? I don't want you guys to think or feel, oh, you know what, my blade is not proper. No, your blade is fine. Your blade is exactly the way it's supposed to be. And this torquing, this particular difference is what helps you to slide. That is what helps you to slice when you're going ahead and you're shaving. So we are loaded up. We are obviously not doing a shave right now. This is Wednesday. I typically use my blade for 3 times. So I'm going to be shaving this on Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday when I record this video, or on Sunday morning, I'll have around a couple of days of growth. for you guys to see how the razor works. All right, be back with you guys in a few days. So we are back after a couple of days. I've got around 2 days worth of growth. Hopefully you guys can see and hear. All right, I'm gonna wet my face and let's get started with the shave. All right, I have put some warm water on my face. So for the purposes of the shave today, we're going to be using Rive Paris or Rive Paris by A&E. It's again a shaving cream, not one of the shaving soaps. So we got nice lather going. We are ready for the shave. So let me wet the razor under some hot water. All right, this is the second use Visimate blade in this razor. So like I said, when I was showing you guys how to load the razor, and I said that there might be a chance that one side might be slightly sticking out more than the second one. So what happens is the one which is not sticking out obviously is milder. The second side is not. So the way that I figured out how to use this razor is I'll do a few strokes on each side, with each side of the razor, and I'll figure out which side is which. And then depending upon my growth, like let's say if I just feel like a mild day, right? I'll just use that mild side to do my entire shave. Or what I can do is I can switch things up. I can go ahead and I can shave on the unmild side to go ahead and do my first pass and take off a bulk of the hair, and then use the mild side to go ahead and do pass number 2 and pass number 3. You can go ahead and make it work, but for $20, you can at least get a flavor of how a slant works. All right, let's get started. So minimal pressure, guys, absolutely minimal pressure. That's why you can see me holding on to the razor handle with my pinky for it to just be balanced. And then I'm just gonna place this on my face and just shave normally, even though it's a slant and the blade is torqued. You don't need to change the way that you shave. Okay. So this seems to be a little more aggressive this side. So I'm going to stick with that side to do the first pass to remove the bulk of the hair. All right. Pass number 1 done, guys. Let's wash up and come back for pass number 2. So we're done with pass number 1. As you guys can see, it's taken off the bulk of the hair. Now, if you're just starting off and you don't want to shave 3 passes, this is good. You can go ahead, you can get started with just a single pass and you should be good to go ahead and get through your day. But let's go ahead and do the pass number 2 and see how much more hair does it go ahead and take off. So for pass number 2, I definitely need pass 2 and 3 on my neck. As you guys can hear, these are the areas on my face which have the most amount of growth. So let's lather up once again and do pass number 2. So east to west. So this area has the hardest hair for me. Which is why I need to spend a little bit more time. All right, we're done with pass number 2. Let's come back for pass number 3. All right, pass number 3, south to north, against the grain. Okay. right? Now the difficult portion. I don't think I got it this time. To do it one more time, I'll apply some more cream. Yeah, it happens at times you don't get the angle right. So for this pass next to my nose, I'm trying to dry the cap. I didn't notice a little bit of a small cut, but it's very small. It will go away once we put the alum. Okay. And you start getting a dimpled chin. Takes a little bit longer to shave. A little bit of blood, it's all right. It's not too bad. Okay, let me wash up. Let me see if we need a touch of pus. So we're good. No real touch of pus is required. So let's put the alum and see how is it that we did. Yeah, definitely feel some burn over here. Not too bad, but it's there. And like I said, whenever you get a burn, at least this is what I do and it works for me. I'll keep on applying the alum to that spot till the burn stops. All right, We're going to keep the alum on for 30 seconds and then wash up and come back, guys. All right, we've washed up and we're back. I am just going to pat my face dry. Okie dokes. Now, right after this, I'm going to put some witch hazel. So I bought a large witch hazel, and then what I did was I had these glass bottles with me. I went ahead and I emptied it out. It's got a sprayer. I like sprayers. It helps me control how much product I have rather than just flow all over my hand. The material is nice. You can apply it to your whole face in case you guys want. All right, I'm just gonna let this dry off before we apply the aftershave. So we're back after it has dried off. So make sure that you vigorously shake up your aftershave, because many of these products have got multiple things, so it just becomes lead if you just let it sit. So mix it up, make sure that all the skin food and everything else that you have is mixed up properly. All right. And we are good. Nice smell. Rive Paris. Yeah, nice smell. All right, let me wash up my hands and let's go through the final thoughts on the razor. All right, the final thoughts on the Maggard slant head. Just keep in mind, throughout the video I've been saying slant head because you don't get the entire razor. You get the head, and you can buy the handles from them, or if you have handles on your own, you can go and you can use that. So I think this is a good starter slant for you to give a flavor of what slants can do. As you saw with my thick beard also, which is generally really hard, it was able to just slice through it like butter. That's the beauty of slants. Would I say that this is your end game slant? No. I would say it's more of let's dip the toes kind of a slant, so that then you know whether you like slants or you don't, and then you can get to other slants like 37C or any of the other slants that I'm going to review in this particular series. But it's a good starting slant, and I think it's even better value. Again, check my video which I had made. If you pick up all the 4 razor heads, the last time I had made the video it was for $50. I don't think the price would have gone up too much, but do check on it. So that gives you a flavor of, you can get a slant, open comb, closed comb, all that, multiple things. And also what I've noticed is that they have this slant now in multiple colors or other finishes. So you can have chrome, you can have matte black, you can have this gray that I have and stuff like that. So go ahead and check it out. So good razor to go ahead and start your slant razor journey with. Not the end game razor, but do keep in mind what I went ahead and I shared about, in case your blade is not seated completely in the center, which can happen with these Maggard heads, use your fingernail to try and push it in a little bit so that it sits straight. And even if after that there's one slide which cuts a little more than the second slide, use it to your advantage. Probably use that for the first pass and then use the mild one for the rest of the passes. Well, that's about it, guys. I hope you found the video helpful. Till then, I hope you have a shave in solitude and you have a great week ahead. Take care. Bye.